Eastern Cape has seen an escalation of child-targeted crimes, from abductions to school-linked violence. Premier Oscar Mabuyane says the crisis is stretching state resources and reflects a deeper breakdown in communities.
This is the biggest problem that we are grappling with, I must say, and I must admit it's not an easier one. It needs the whole society. It needs a collaborative effort between government, civil society. It needs families to take also full responsibility of what is also happening out there.
He says the province is trying to respond year-round, not only during these 16 days, but admits the crisis is growing across multiple districts.
Yes, we are working. We are not waiting for this day, the 25th of November, the International Day. So we are always working right across the year.
Nowhere is this crisis felt more intensely than in the Nelson Mandela Bay. In KwaNobuhle, 19-year-old Sinothando Malinga and 17-year-old Ibanati Peter disappeared earlier this year. Their burnt bodies were later found, and authorities believed they were raped before being killed. In the northern areas, the murder of 12-year-old Michelle Ambral left an entire community shattered. Her father remembers the moment the community found her.
Terrible news awaiting us when we were found that she was actually laying in the community. Members had found her and said to us that there's a child laying in the bushy area and we must come see. It looks like it is our child. Oh, it was very scary. You can imagine yourself, because to find out it's your child that was laying in the bush, actually murdered, and I don't want to actually say the word, but she was also been raped also, and you can find yourself how terrified we were. Actually, we cannot come through with the terms at the moment right now, but we find a way to work through it and come to make actually easy peace with it. But like I tell you, that it won't take a time to heal this wound that we have.
Even universities, meant to be safe learning environments, have seen students fall through the cracks. At Nelson Mandela University, student leaders say institutional responses often come too late.
We have a lot of issues here, and as a off-campus leader, I've seen them also. And the problem is that our res managers, even the institution itself, it does not take these things into context, because even now we had a student commit suicide due to the fact that her perpetrator is still allowed to be on campus. And the only thing that they do is that they send us emails, they say, oh, sorry, we're going to work on it, but there's no work actually being done.
In the northern areas, grassroots workers say gender-based violence is now outpacing gang violence, something once unthinkable in these neighborhoods.
Gender-based violence is very high in the northern areas. It even overcoming the rate of gangsterism. So you get now, there's an increase of spiking of water, of young children being raped, young children getting killed, 8 to 12 years old getting killed. So it is really a reality. And we as Bloemendal, our stance is that we need to make awareness. We need to tell the people, don't be silent. You can come out and speak.
Researchers say the violence is not random. It is rooted in inequality, patriarchy, fear, and the way society normalizes abuse, even in how the media frames these cases.
When we look at trends and what contributes, and we look at all of these things today, especially because we term one of these as like spectacle cases, the few cases that make it to the media. So in my research, I try to study the language that the media uses. I try to study all of these things that you use. So you asked me about contributing factors, and the contributing factors are patriarchy.
For survivors, healing is slow and speaking out takes immense courage. But many say their voices can help others recognize abuse and seek help.
That was a very traumatic experience. I wear the scars on my forehead. I got a cut in my eye, broken coccyx, almost drowned in bathwater, and I've survived it now 23 years. But the emotional scars inside heals with time. And thanks to God above and all the earth angels around me, I'm super grateful to be alive and be a light and shine my love into other people who I can see are hiding the symptoms of abuse at home.
Others say shame and fear often keep survivors silent for years or forever.
I was sexually assaulted in 2016, so it's quite some time ago. But I would say that I personally never came forward with my story because of the perception I have of what society would end up saying, or the idea that they wouldn't believe me or I didn't have evidence, But what I truly want to do is I want to encourage people that are going through similar circumstances, particularly in this time. We're all painfully aware of what gender-based violence is now, and we need to encourage the next person to speak up and to share what it is that they have gone through.
Activist groups say the country can no longer afford symbolic gestures. With women killed daily, they are demanding GBV to be treated as a national emergency.
There's 15 women killed every day in South Africa. So we are here today, we're coming together here today to support all of them, to be in union, to be in solidarity. We are aiming to declare gender-based violence and femicide in South Africa a national crisis. We actually managed to do that yesterday by the president also declaring it a national crisis. Now we need action.
As South Africa observes the 16 days of activism, those affected serve as a reminder of the work still needed to ensure safer homes, safer schools, and safer neighborhoods. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Sipha Kema in Gqeberha.